Nag-share screen na po? May nakikita na po kayo?
Yes, meron na po.
Yes po, sir.
Wala lang po yung audio, no? Sige po.
Factors affecting the reading performance of grade 3 pupils in Burgos Elementary School Unit 1.
Factors affecting the reading performance of grade 3 pupils in Burgos Elementary School Unit 1. Here are the key points, the title, the introduction, the statement of the problem, the theoretical and conceptual framework, the methodology,
Title, Introduction, Rationale, Statement of the Problem, Theoretical/Conceptual Framework, Methodology, Research.
Okay, this is the title page.
Department of Education, Region 4A Calabarzon, Division of Rizal, District of Rodriguez 1, Burgos Unit 1 Elementary School. Factors affecting the reading performance of grade 3 pupils in Burgos Elementary School Unit 1. Carlo Pica Perez.
Carlo Pica Perez. Okay, for the rationale, if pupils' reading performance level is low, in most cases, it automatically implies difficulties in the acquisition of several other subjects. Consequently, obtaining education in general. Now, for the background of the study, most of these challenged readers were identified to be in the third grade. 25% or 52 out of 200 grade 3 pupils were listed as challenged reader. The situation is alarming since the third grade is approximately the time when a pupil turns from learning to read to reading to learn. For the statement of the problem, question number 1, what are the factors affecting the English reading proficiency of grade 3 pupils of Burgos Elementary School Unit 1? The second question would be, what is the current level of English reading proficiency of grade 3 pupils of Burgos Elementary School Unit 1? For the last question, is there a significant relationship between the demographic factors such as age, sex, income of the parents, educational attainment of parents, and other factors such as number of study hours, perception towards the teacher, extent of television viewing, text messaging, extent of the use of social media and computer games, reading frequency, and the reading proficiency of grade 3 pupils in Burgos Elementary School Unit 1? If yes, to what extent? Here we have the conceptual framework. Again, the title of the study is the factors affecting the reading performance of grade 3 pupils of Burgos Elementary School Unit 1. We have first the input. These are the elements. Grade 3 pupils, grade 3 pupils reading performance, grade 3 teachers of Burgos Elementary School Unit 1. Also, we have here, but not indicated, the evaluation tool, survey questionnaire, permit to conduct the study, parents permit, and the other the sampling procedure. Next, we have the process. Okay, in the process, we have the administration of survey through adopted survey questionnaire on factors affecting the reading performance of grade 3 pupils of Burgos Elementary School Unit 1. Now, on the output, the final output would be the factors affecting the reading performance of grade 3 pupils of Burgos Elementary School Unit 1. After which, we will have an evaluation or feedback. Then the output of the feedback will be injected again to the input to make the process better and to have a better output. So it's a cycle. Again, this is the figure 1, conceptual framework on factors affecting the reading performance of grade 3 pupils of Burgos Elementary School Unit 1. For the research design, the researcher adopted the general structure and writing style. The research design is to ensure that the evidence obtained enables you to effectively address the research problem logically and as ambiguously as possible. In social sciences research, obtaining information relevant to the research problem generally entails specifying the type of evidence that's needed to test a theory. To evaluate a program, or to accurately describe and assess meaning related to an observable phenomena. Okay? Nagigets pa po ba? Naririnig pa po ba? Okay, research instrument. The primary instrument used to gather the needed data was a one-shot survey questionnaire which consisted of two parts. Part 1, the gathered information on the personal background of the respondents. Part 2 dealt with the information on the factors associated with the reading proficiency of the respondents. The instrument adopted was from a study of by Nininka Marie C. Solis and others entitled Factors Associated with the English Proficiency of Elementary Pupils at Central Philippine University. The respondents would be the grade 3 pupils. They will take a reading test, DPL-ERI, in order to compare the data. The researcher portioned out 30 pupils with the highest result in reading literacy and label it as Group A, and the other 30 pupils with the lowest reading literacy and label them as Group C or Group B. Now, here we have the result that we have obtained. Now, for the first question, we have who works for the family? Sino ang nagtatrabaho sa bahay? And then, looking at the chart, we have the blue bar representing the independent reader and the red bar representing the struggling reader. Here we can see that most of the family or most of the respondent in the independent reader have their father doing the work or have the work. Of course, as you can see, the trend is quite the same, but the frequency in the between the mother and the father, or between the working mother and the father, is not the same. No, more mother are working in the struggling reader group. This can be related, I assume, to the attendance, to the attention divided between work and supervising the study of the children. Next, we have the amount of gross family income or halaga ng kabuuang sahod ng pamilya sa isang buwan. Again, looking at the bar, most of the independent reader family accumulates 20 to 30,000 a month, while most of the struggling reader families only accumulates half or 10,000 to 15,000 a month. Again, the result could be attributed to the reading proficiency of the pupils, but again, this is only one of the factors. Of course, having more financial freedom gives you more access to resources such as alternative reading materials. The number of the children in the family. Ilan ang bilang ng mga anak? For the independent reader, the blue bar, most of them have only 3 child, and even 4 and 2 and 1. While on the struggling reader, most of them have 4 or more child, which means the number of children, again, as I said, the divided attention is a factor that could contribute to the learning uh, habits or learning proficiency of the children or the grade 3 pupil. Now, okay, here we have the summary of the result. On the first column, here are the factors that greatly contributed to the gap between the independent reader group and the struggling reader group. In terms of working mothers, uh, more working mothers on the struggling reader. Okay, I mean, uh, on the working mothers, uh, 13 or 43% are not working, while on the struggling reading group, 6 or 20% of the mother are not working. So there is a gap of 23 percent, which could lead us to think that uh, most of the mothers in the group A have more attention to give to the study habits of the learner. On gross family income, okay, 24 or 80% have accumulated 30,000 a month salary, while the group B, the struggling reader, only 4 or 13% could uh, have arrive at the same amount of salary, which is 30,000. So there is a gap of 67%, which means that uh, again, financial freedom is a factor that could help the learning of the children. Though the number of children, uh, 14 on the independent reader, 13 or 43% of the family have uh, 3 children or less. While on the struggling group, only 5 family respondent or 17% say that they only have 3 children in the or less in their family, which means the more the children, the more the attention is divided for the supervision. Next, the number of people living in one flat, uh, 6 persons or more, no, including the child and the parents, 13 or 43% of the family were 6, while the group B, uh, 3 or 10% only have 6 person or less in the living in one house. There is a gap of 33%, which means that yeah, the more the person inside the house, the more it's hard to find a place to study because of lack of space and condition suitable for learning. Now, who have more access to library or bookstore? Okay, 21 or 70% of the independent reader have more access in the library, while only 9 or 30% of the struggling learning have access to library. So it provides a 40% gap. Now on the alternative reading material, 25 or 83% have access to uh, our alternative reading material. This is the independent reading group, while only 5 or 17% on the struggling reading group have access to alternative reading materials. There is a wide gap of 66%. Okay, read books with several chapters. Only 25 or 83% have responded that they have or someone have read them books with several chapters. While on Group B, only 2 or 7% have uh, read books with several chapters. This is the biggest gap, which is 76%. Now, this is one of the most relevant findings that we have found or that we have obtained. The teacher's aptitude in administering the reading activities. In the 30 reading teachers in Burgos Elementary School Unit 1, 5 are males and 26 are female teachers. The average length of service is 8 years for English and 14 years for Filipino teachers. Of all the reading teachers in English, no one declared that they had attended any seminar or trainings exclusively intended for teaching reading intervention program. However, they had admitted that they had engaged in activities related in teaching reading intervention programs through LAC session at the district and school level. The Filipino teachers also share the same sentiment. Now, for the recommendation, the result of the research may be used as reference for other future researches geared towards alleviating the pupils' reading performance. The result may also be used for making project designs for reinforcing reading intervention program. The researchers will also furnish the local government units. The researcher wishes to aid the local policymakers the data that will enhance their current development program. The researchers will also communicate with the NGO or non-government organization to encourage them to venture to programs that will alleviate our pupils' reading performance. So that's it, and thank you for listening. Hello po.
Okay, thank you very much and congratulations, Sir Carlo. We will proceed to the open forum, but here are the rules for our open forum. When you speak, state your name and your organization or school. Next, this is a public discussion, not a debate. Third, listen to and respect other points of views. Do your best to understand the pros and cons of every option. Ask only relevant questions about the research findings. One person speaks at a time, and no one or two individuals should dominate a discussion. Thank you very much. Any questions po, dear participants? Hello po.
Hello, Jomar. Good morning.
Yes, Sir Jerome. Good morning.
Hello, Sir Carlo.
Yes,
Carlo,
sir.
this is Jerome of the regional office. Sir Carlo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hi, good morning. Congratulations with your study. You have found factors that affect performance in reading of grade 3 elementary pupils.
Yes, sir.
Sir, first question. This is not about the finding, but this will be related to the findings later. I'm just curious. Your respondents are grade 3 pupils. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Then how were they able to answer your survey questionnaire, because your instrument is a survey questionnaire?
Okay, sir. We use the I am also the leader of the CI project. Then we have used or utilized the voice of the customer. We have given them a series of questions, actually non-formal questions, parang one-to-one interview with regards to their but this is recorded with regards to their reading habits or how many of them have kasi Tagalog po kasi doon para mas maintindihan nila. So, yung
Okay.
parameters kami na po yung nag-limit. with regards to the access to the reading materials, and of course, sino yung may access sa libraries or mayroong mga books sa bahay, or
Okay.
with regards to the family financial, nakipagtulungan na po kami with the parents to answer the survey.
Okay po. So that has been clarified. Now, going to your factors, the factor with the highest percentage is the last one, the reading with several. Can you continue on that?
Yes, sir,
It's
yes,
cut in my screen.
Yes, sir.
Reading with several. What is that?
Reading books with several chapters with someone older than them.
So these pupils have access to a number of books at home. Is it at home or in the library, school library?
At home, sir. Actually, the group that obtained more access are the independent reading group. So, which means they have a lot more books in their houses or even magazines.
Sir Carlo, I'm just curious, and then I think this will be my last question.
Yes, sir,
With
yes, sir.
those pupils with access to books at home, how do they perform in class relate as to reading? Are they better than those without access? Well, I think the answer should be the affirmative, but can you explain that further?
Well, with the conference with the different grade 3 teachers, they have observed that those who have been reading books with several chapters with someone are more confident or more familiarized with the some certain kind of words, and like those who have limited access, they found themselves very much alien if the new words are introduced.
I like what you said, Carlo. You said they are more confident and they are more familiar with challenging words as compared to those without access. Not necessarily perform better in the academy.
Yes,
okay, that's good. I like that. So that's it, Carlo. Thank you very much for your responses. Sir Jomar, thank you very much. That's Carlo.
Thank you very much, Sir Jerome.
Sir Jomar.
Yes
Good
po, Mama
morning.
Chris. Go ahead po.
Good morning, Sir Carlo. Congratulations.
yes, ma'am.
So you have mentioned or you discussed already your findings, recommendations after your recommendations that the factors affecting the reading performance of grade 3 pupils. But then in your conceptual framework, yung under output, you have mentioned there factors affecting the reading performance of grade 3 pupils of Burgos Elementary School. Kindly be specific, what kind of output is that? Where in fact, you have mentioned a while ago about project designs. Nakuha mo yung ibig kong sabihin, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Kasi after yung output, dapat be specific on that. Be clear on what kind of output after knowing the findings of the study. So siguro, pwede mo siyang idagdag o i-specific output, pwede mo siyang ilagay project designs, ano pa ba yung mga sinabi mo kanina, action plan ba, kung merong action plan dyan. Okay, that's it. Yun lang po. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Sir Carlo.
Noted po, ma'am. Actually, the research was done about 4 years ago.
Okay.
So I couldn't do any more changes because it was already submitted. But thank you for your ma'am. Thank you for your suggestion.
Kasi be specific with that.
Yes,
Ano
ma'am.
ba yung nagawa mo nun as output mo? Kasi general pa rin yung nandito sa conceptual framework mo, sir.
The next presentation, ma'am, I'll consider that very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mama Chris. Okay, with that po, thank you very much. Yes po. Yes, Sir Aaron. Okay, Sir Aaron. Okay po.
Carlo Caparas, marami pong salamat sa inyong magandang study. Curious lang po ako, you mentioned it was done 4 years ago. Ang tanong ko po ay, yung resulta ng inyong research about factors affecting the reading literacy ng mga bata, ano po ang mga programa na ngayon na ginawa sa paaralan na may kinalaman po doon sa mga factors na nakuha po natin? during your research 4 years ago? Yung ini-implement natin mga programa.
Thank you, sir. First of all, the research was an eye-opener to most of us na sa school namin. We used to sugarcoat the result of the numbers of non-reader dahil hindi naman namin alam kung ano yung factors. No? Ngayon, mas nilaliman namin yung pagkilala sa mga bata. We utilize, gumawa na po kami ng parang form of, ano siya, parang assessment form for children to categorize them more specifically. And then, another project is since wala silang masyadong access dun sa mga books, nagkaroon po kami ng mini library and then nag-post po kami ng mga unfamiliar words between hallways and inside the rooms. And dun sa last po, which is tawag nun, teachers not having attend specific programs for intervention study, reading intervention. Doon po kasi yung naging pinakamalaking concern ng grupo namin. I mean, hindi tayo pwede magturo ng hindi pa natin talaga alam. Kung hindi pwedeng kanya-kanyang bato ng turo or strategy. So we came up with this peer mentoring or tawag doon, parang tutorial on how to conduct reading intervention program. But it's more on priming, no? Paano i-condition yung bata rather than the reading intervention program itself. Kasi with regards to reading ng mga bata, na-realize namin through observation na iba-iba talaga sila na maturity level. So, which magagawa lang namin talaga is priming or how to condition them to engage reading. So, yun po. And as of the moment, pinag-aaralan po namin na kung paano ilalagay sa USB yung aming mga tutorial para po ma-access din or magamit din ng mga walang internet, especially lalo na doon sa mga parents na kailangan ng lalo ngayon online na tawag na distant learning tayo. So mas mapapakinabangan sana nila yun kung meron silang kopya. No? Kasi yung mga TV naman ngayon may saksakan na rin ng USB, so hindi naman kailangan ng online. Kung naka-USB lang sana yun. We could give more. Kumbaga mamumultiply namin yung sarili namin para maituro sa kanila. Yung tama on how to condition child to engage in reading. So yun po. Sana po
Thank you very much po, Sir Carlo Caparas. Thank you po.
Thank you very much, Sir Aaron Creyus of DepEd General Trias City. So siguro naman po ito na talaga. With that, thank you and congratulations, Sir Carlo Caparas, for presenting your research.
Thank you, sir. Salamat po.
Our next presenters are from Division of Calamba City, and the title of their research is Factors that Affect the Academic Performance of Grade 10